Hello guys, how you doing? Long time no talk, long time no see. Now I am studying to become a developer. I don't know, but that is my goal. I love to study, and today I realize I still like to learn English and other language as well. But now because I learned language to become developer, and today I found the articles that my husband was sending to me this morning, and then I saw it. I feel like wow, that is good to read out loud and listen to myself, and then I want to share you guys. I would like to invite you all to read this article and share on our group and practice, right? We are practicing together, right? Okay, it's like quiet now in our group, so I just want to share, and let's get started. I will make this clip on my video, and then I want to see what I become in the future. So this is inspiring me to practice English, and his article is right, inspiring me to understand what we can become. Okay, let's get started. Okay, his article start from now. Okay, how I landed a real world dev job in 6 months. Hello world. That article is from Tom Rare. Sorry if I correct reading his name incorrect. I'm not sure. That's the problem. Okay, that's article from Codecademy, and just want to share. Okay, what his article share is about. Hello world. Hello world. I recently landed my first roles as a web developer with a local company, and it all started with Codecademy. I thought it would be useful to share my story and help answer any questions in the hope of helping others achieve their goal as well. That's your article gonna help me. Early in 2018, I found myself at a bit of a standstill with my career. I was working as a union representative, and so I was negotiating contracts, handing grievances, etc. Right? I felt a bit stuck in my current role and saw a real world forward. So I sat down and tried to hone on my real passion. I like that way. I sat down and tried to hone on my real passion. You know why they use in and on together? That I need to find out. It's like, when I read, I see what he write too, so I learn from him. It's like I sat down and tried to hone in on my real passion. On my real passion. Okay, I understand now. I started researching possible career moves without going back to school, and realized that a lot of people seemed to be learning to code and do web development, and were getting hired without any computer science degree, but just having the skills to do it. I had always been interested in programming and had dabble in it here and there, but has convinced myself in college that I was no good at math. Same like me. So I could never possibly learn how to be a real programmer, but having seen too many success stories of others who had done the same things I was trying to do, I figured I had nothing to lose. So in April 2018, I signed up for the Codecademy build website for Scratch Flow Intensive, and lo and behold, I love it. I am married. I am married and had a 1-year-old son at the time, along with my full-time job, so I found myself mostly up late at night coding and learning everything I could. My wife is nursing school, so after putting our son to bed, we were both locked into our laptops. Pushing our goal, I learned HTML, CSS, and dabbles a bit with JavaScript, enough to the point that I could make my own portfolio site. I added in a sample web app, a beer recommendation website that interfaces with the untapped API and gave user recommendations based on their previous checkings. Nothing crazy, but it showcased my ability to navigate basic JavaScript. From there, I also added to my Codecademy capstones project and assemble site to showcase my homebrewed beers. Once I got to the when I got to the portfolio up to running, I read it. My resume listed my past experience as well as my freelance web developer work, which I never got paid for, mind you, but listed out everything I had done related to web developer. I put Codecademy down under my education as well as soon free Codecamp certificates I had done while using Codecademy. I started attending a weekly coffee meetup since evening meetups were out of the question with my son around, and started networking and become active in the 100 days of code on Twitter. I kept my education going by doing all the courses I possible could on Codecademy, and also supplements a bit with free Codecamp and Udemy courses. I had read plenty of resources about how to search for a job, and when to know you are ready to the caution seems to be that you will never really know when you are ready. All you can do is start applying, and potential employees will let you know whatever you are ready or not. So I started applying. I probably applied to close to 100 jobs and has a couple phone screens and this one coding challenge that I really didn't do so well, but it showed me area I needed to improve. Then I got a call from a company 5 minutes from home saying they wanted to interview me. Mind you, this is not a tech company. It's a company that sells printering and various other coding. I don't know how to say, extensive. I did the phone screen, made it to the next round, and was really able to show off all the soft skill I had learned in my previous job, as well as hold my own talking about various technical projects I had worked on how I thought through how I drew designs elements and what my workflow was like. They really liked my ability to communicate being a union negotiator organizers currently help with this, and they decided to bring me on in a sort of hybrid role to do some marketing automation, content creating, and well as help out with the web development for their WordPress site. I started this job about a month ago, and holy cows, it's amazing. I never would have dreamed that I'd be able to make a career change in just over 6 months. But it's happened. Some nights were really rough. JavaScript algorithm really gave me a run for my money. But all the hard work combined with a belief in myself that I could do this and some good luck and timing really paid off. Got me where I am today. My advice for everyone going down this path is to look at job in your area, see what skills are desirable and learn. My advice for any going down this path is in look at job in your area, see what skills are desirable and learn as much about them as you can. HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript will pay evidence, and from there you can pick up almost any other programming language somewhat quickly. The concept of what matters, syntax is always Google search away and you can figure it out. But the concept of what you need to do, learn to make that happen. Start building any project and learn what you can do of them. Reduce your resume, put up a proposal, put up a portfolio and start getting yourselves out there. Go to meetups, get active in the community, and there's a wealth of information and people willing to help you out on your journey, and then start applying a lot of employees these days are willing to take a chance on someone without a CS degree, as long as they show they are able to learn and take feedback direction. The worst thing you can get out of applying is rejection, and then you are not no worse off than you were if you hadn't applied at all. But eventually you will find someone ready to take that chance and develop you. In closing, I hope this was helpful and will inspire folks to keep pushing through and dragging through the drudgery, as we say in our household. Happy to answer any question and happy coding. Thank you. When I read, I just want to read and understand, and his article is quite interesting to me because it made me excited when I'm reading, So when you want to read something, you can find something you interesting and make your exciting when you read it. So it's gonna make you pay attention when you read. So I'm sorry if my writing is not correct word, but because when I read, I try to pronounce, and I always at the same time I tried to pay attention what he write, and then it's quite interesting and made me exciting when I reading. So that's when I read, it's like sometimes it's stuck and I see some words I don't know how to pronounce, but then when I realize that's pronounced like a portfolio that I saw before, but I just like what I should pronounce. So but now I read and I think I pronounce correct portfolio, but maybe not really pronounce correct way like native speaker. But yeah, thank you to listening my video, and I will see you in the next time. Thank you and share you guys. Okay, bye bye.